me. And if you ain't talking about the money, somebody tell me, "Look, get the fuck out my face with me." And I'm like, "I'm so ATL, I'm so ATL, I'm so ATL, I'm so ATL." If you're struggling with finding a apartment, townhome, or even like a house to rent, this video is for you, and you might want to stay and watch for a little while. Okay, and we just got approved for our townhome because we tried this little hack that I had came across on TikTok. If you're struggling to get approved, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So the first thing that you're going to do is download the Zillow app. You can download it on your phone or go to it on your laptop, on your iPad, whatever. Just download the app, okay? That's going to be your first step. Download the app. We got approved via Zillow, and our credit is not the best. You got some stuff you got to work on, and so do I. We needed to move pretty quickly, and we're just like, it's time for us to go. We gotta go. We both knew that we had things that was on our credit that we needed to work on, so we was like, it's gonna be hard for us to try to get a place with some of the things that are on there, and the scores that regular apartment or property management companies require, we just didn't meet those qualifications. So we were like, well dang, what are we gonna do? We have to get up out of here. And it wasn't the problem of us having the money really to move, because we had the money. We just didn't meet a lot of the qualifications that they were asking for in order for us to get the place. And right now we live on the 3rd floor in a regular apartment building. And quite frankly, with a family of 5, that's kind of hard, okay? And then with us living on the 3rd floor, it's like having kids, and then they're running and doing this, that, and the third. That's kind of disrupting the people that's living up under us, and we just need something bigger. So when I seen the video, she was basically saying that a way that was really easy for people to get approved was via Zillow. And I had been on Zillow like plenty of times looking for apartments and things of that such, but it was basically the same thing. So she was basically saying that you go on Zillow and you pay for their application. It's $35, and then you can use that application to apply for any apartments or houses or townhomes, any condos or anything like that that accepts Zillow applications. So I downloaded the Zillow app, and I paid the $35 and filled out the application, and they ran my background. They use Experian to run your background, which is perfect because Experian is easier when it comes to your credit score than Equifax and TransUnion, in my opinion. Like Experian is that girl, okay? But that's the credit bureau that Zillow uses. They use Experian to run your background, your rental history, and all of that, criminal history, all of it. Now, once you pay the $35 once, I think it expires like every 30 days. But within that 30 days, you can apply for as many properties as you want that accepts Zillow applications. So it's not an amount that you are limited to once you pay that $35. Now, after those 30 days, you have to pay another $35 to continue to do that if you haven't found something by then. But honestly, I only had to pay $35 twice, and we found our place. Like, it was like that. Honestly, I can't even count how many places we applied to. Like, I was getting so tired because it was like constantly application fee. Like, y'all know them application fees are not cheap. They're like $50 and above, and that's per person, and it's me and my significant other. So anybody over 18, you have to pay application fee for, and that's money that accumulates just for them to constantly keep denying you. So I'm like, bro, like, I'm not gonna keep doing that. So paying the $35 and I can apply for as many applications as I want to, that was perfect. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted. The key to all of this is private landlords. if you are looking for a home, a townhome, or sometimes like even apartments, you need to look for a private landlord. And that's basically someone who owns their own property and they're renting it out to whomever. Let's say someone bought a subdivision or whatever. They're renting out those houses or those townhomes. That's something that they own. So it's a private landlord. So maybe someone on there had a home for a minute and they're looking to rent it out because they have something else or whatever. That's a private landlord. Now on Zillow, you want to filter this, that all the listings accepts Zillow applications and that it's a private landlord. Once you filter those out, it's not going to be a whole bunch of them because again, this is like people who are, putting it on there as they go. This is not a company that has like hella places for, people to stay or whatever. Private landlords are definitely less strict than your regular corporate management company or your regular, person who is going through a real estate agent and then, they have their own requirements. Like, it's less strict and they have their own set of rules of what they require. Like if you're going to, let's see, Progress Residential, let's say you have to have a 700 credit score. You can't have any evictions on there. You can't have anything owed to an old apartment complex or an old property manager or anything like that. You can't have any of that. But over here, you have a private landlord who is willing to work with you. And basically their only requirement is that your credit score is 500 and that you paid your bills on time. You have proof that you paid all of your rent payments on time and you straight. So it's a difference. That's the difference. Let's keep that in mind. Now, what I will say is that the landlord cares more about, like I said, your income. If you got income coming in and you can make those rent payments, you've shown that you made those rent payments to wherever you're staying at on time, your communication is on point, you got it. Also, something that I really do love about Zillow is they give you the opportunity to send a message to the private landlord that you apply for. So let's say you go ahead and you apply to it and you have some more that you would like to let them know, like, hey, yeah, I know my credit score is only 560, but I pay my rent payments on time. I can show proof of this. You're directly speaking to them, having a conversation with them. And 9 times out of 10, their communication is like this because they want to go ahead and get this rented out and they're willing to work with you. Like my spiel was, hey, I know that our credit score does not meet the certain requirements, but because of this, is it okay if we can pay a higher deposit? And will that make up for that requirement not being met? 9 times out of 10, they're going to work with you. They're going to take the higher deposit because they want the money. Okay? Don't be afraid to inbox them and have a conversation with them, letting them know your situation. Because like I said, these are regular people. This is not a company. This is not a corporate office. This is none of that. Like, this is someone who was probably in your position at one point in time. Just communicate with them and let them know your situation and go from there. Make sure you have all of your documents ready to go, because once you apply via Zillow, you have to upload your proof of income, like your paycheck stubs, your bank statements, anything like that. You're also going to need your driver's license. So make sure your driver's license is good to go and it's not expired or suspended or anything like that, because they're going to need that. Now, I'm not saying that this doesn't mean that your credit doesn't matter, okay? Of course, they're gonna look at your credit, but it does mean that you have more options than you think, because I thought like, oh my God, like we're not gonna get approved for anything. Like we have some stuff that we need to work on. And honestly, we plan on being at this place for a good little minute, so it'll give us some time to get everything that we need to get done. And prepared with our credit, so when we're ready to buy a home, all of that is ready to go. So we knew that the next place that we're going to, that we're going to be renting for a minute, and we're going to be here for a while. So, you know, yeah, why not, you know, try to work on our credit while we're doing that. Don't think that you have no options left, or you have things on there that you need to work on, or it's on the lower end. Don't let that discourage you, because I am proof that that's not the case. But we're literally moving in like a week and a half. So of course I'm gonna show y'all like my little townhouse. We just could not find a house like within our budget. So we just settled for a townhouse. We have a 4-bedroom. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Of course, when we move, I'm going to give you guys a townhouse tour before I decorate everything. And I want you guys to come along the way to see how I decorate everything, because y'all, I'm finna decorate it to the T. Like, I'm so excited, so excited. But if this video helped you, let me know in the comments. And if you're struggling with finding a place and you want my personal help, put them in the comments, or go on TikTok and DM me, and I got you. I swear, I got you. But I love y'all so much. See you on the next video. Peace.